Hey everybody! I'm here today with a video on a Dyson V11 not turning on. I'll be going over some easy fixes to try first. So if you have a Dyson V11 that is not turning on, I'm going to go over a few things that you should try first. There can be many different things that are causing that problem, but these are probably the most common things. I'm going to start off with number one, which is the most common occurrence. In my opinion, I haven't done a survey or anything like that, but based on what I was reading, this is the most common one. And just to be clear, this is my brand new Dyson V11. It turns on perfectly fine. It works perfectly fine, as you can see right there, okay? But I love that sound. Sorry. But basically, I wanted to do some research just in case I encounter this problem in the future so I would know what would be causing the problem and how to fix it. So this is what I discovered. The most common thing that people were talking about in the forums was that the motor had overheated. So essentially, they were using it for a long time on a high mode, and if your filter's clogged, if your canister's really full, it's gonna cause it to heat up to get a little bit warmer than usual. So if it overheats, then it's gonna shut off for a little bit as like a safety shut off. Leave it for half an hour, come back and try again. So what you want to do is, if it doesn't turn on and you think it might have overheated, leave it for half an hour, come back and try again, and it should feel cooler. Well, also just keep that in mind, okay? The second thing that it might be is the battery not being charged. Now, obviously, if your battery is not charged, okay, get your charging cable and charge it up. So go ahead and plug it in. Charge up your battery, okay? Now we'll show the indicator of how much your battery charge has over there. Now keep this in mind. A lot of people will plug in their unit, think that it's charging, go to use it later on, a couple hours later, and it doesn't work. And they're like, oh, but it's charged, but it's charged. Well, did you think about the fact that maybe your electrical outlet wasn't working? Maybe your circuit breaker had tripped, or maybe your fuse had blown that's associated with the electrical outlet? Look into that, right? Maybe your charging cable isn't great anymore and it's not giving your battery a charge. Look into that. Just because you plug it in doesn't mean that it's charging. Look for the indicator lights to know that it's charging, and look at the charge level on the screen, okay? Always keep that in mind. But if your battery is not charged, obviously charge it. That goes without being said. The third thing that it might be, and this is a rare occurrence, but it can happen, right? It's very possible, is that your battery is not making a good connection with your actual vacuum unit, okay? So what you can do is remove the battery. So just get this lever right here. You want to pull it away from the vacuum. So pull that away from the vacuum, and then pull the battery away from the vacuum, and then go ahead and just put it back in place until you hear a click, right? And you want to make sure you hear that click. I know that when I hear this, it's making a good connection. I'm also looking at the connection between the actual battery and the unit. Make sure there's no gaps, because if there's a gap, maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe there's something jammed in there. Maybe you had removed the battery and there's some dust, dirt, or debris or hair jammed up in there. So always keep that in mind. You don't know, right? I mean, maybe the person who used the vacuum before you did that. So look into it. It can be the issue, okay? Lastly, which is the fourth reason, because number three was maybe your battery isn't making a good connection. The fourth reason is maybe you need a new battery. You know, batteries over the years go bad. It happens. They lose their ability to hold the charge. Now, granted, Dyson makes phenomenal vacuums. I have old battery-powered Dyson vacuums that still have a crazy charge, that can hold a crazy charge, and they're many years old. So, you know, it's unlikely that your battery will have gone bad, but it might. Right? Things happen. It's technology. Sometimes things don't work as they should, right? So you want to maybe do some testing to see if your battery's bad, or contact Dyson, or, you know, just maybe purchase a new battery and put a new battery. But remember, if you're purchasing a new battery and that's not the problem, then you might have wasted some money. However, if you get your vacuum working again, then you have two working batteries. So always keep that in mind. You have to be the judge of that, right? You have to be the judge of that and see what the problem is. Also, do some troubleshooting online. Like, whenever I experience a problem with anything, I always look online to find out which I guess you're doing that right now. I always look online to find out how to diagnose it. So like, if I've experienced any trouble with my old Dyson vacuums, I would just go online, troubleshoot it myself. I wouldn't bother reaching out, and that's just because when you solve a problem yourself, like, most companies are fantastic with helping you solve the problems with their products. Of course they are, and I'm sure Dyson is going to be incredible. I love the company. Their brand reputability in my eyes is phenomenal. But when you solve a problem yourself, you get that fulfillment and you understand how it works. So the next time that you might have the same problem, you know how to fix it again. So that's why I like going online, doing my research, and then solving my problems myself with appliances, vacuums, whatever I'm dealing with, computers, laptops, cameras, blah, 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 okay? So always keep that in mind. But those are essentially the fixes that you should try first if your Dyson vacuum is not turning on. Don't rule out your electrical outlet not working. A lot of people, plug a lamp into the outlet, make sure that the outlet works, because that's like a common occurrence, right? That's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment, and of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.